Lesotho has inherited its bicameral system of government from Britain. The strong ties between the two kingdoms is best narrated by Prince Seeiso, who frequented the British royal palace and built solid ties with the family.
And I've had the privilege of meeting Her Majesty and the now late Prince Phillip on several occasions while I was the High Commissioner in London.
Prince Seiso's ties goes beyond ordinary official business. He has been a mentor for the British family's Prince Harry, who dedicated some time in Lesotho on charity developments.
I mean, my young boy, Prince Harry, would often talk very fondly of his grandparents, and you could see that there was a bond and attachment of him to his grandparents that, again, is only proper that we have had the experience of him being in Lesotho and having had that time together in Lesotho is only proper that we also send condolences to him equally specifically. So generally speaking, I think it is a very sad time for Her Majesty, and we can only wish her to find solace and comfort in the memories of the last 20, 70, 80 years of them having been together.
Prince Seeiso says the late Philip had observed and developed keen interest to his interesting collection of Basotho blankets and often quizzed him on their meaning.
Because he's a very inquisitive gentleman as well. Sometimes it made one a bit uncomfortable, because I remember even in 2010 when Harry had invited William to come to Lesotho, and we were in Semongkong. And in Semongkong, the herd boy schools that we were helping had donated, gifted the two boys some grey Basotho blankets. You know, the grey ones that the herd boys normally use, but they were embroidered with a message of thanks and thank you to both of them. And he was very curious as to what's this grey one now all about. I said, no, this is a very typical uniform for the type of boys that we are helping, and I had to explain what does it mean, herd boys and shepherds, and what do they. So that link between the herd boy and what we're doing with Harry in terms of vulnerability of young people. So he was very inquisitive about the different colours. There's one I was wearing, a red one with a Spitfire. So I was telling him, no, this is a design which comes from the elements of the fighter plane, the Spitfire, and the color is it is specific to a specific area of Lesotho, be Matsi, be Tababisiu, be wherever. So he was always wondering why the green, why the blue, why this, why the pattern, why the maize on the different blankets that we used to wear, me and my dear wife.
Like everyone else, Prince has raised concerns on how the royal palace will resolve the racism allegations that rocked international media recently.
Yes, I mean that. Sadly, you can never predict when somebody is going to pass on. But there were issues, and there are still issues that they, as a royal family, have to resolve. That Harry and his wife have raised, that one does not know as to what degree and extent Prince Philip would have added some kind of I won't say this in a negative way, some sanity to the process, to the proceedings, that at least as a family they can find peace with themselves and with each other, because obviously there are some members that are hurting, and things need to be sorted out. So I'm sure, being one of the elders in the family, he will added that sense of stability and tranquility in the debates or discussions, or trying to bring some comfort to those who are feeling hurt or aggrieved by whatever things that have been raised.
Rabelang Khatebe, SABC News, Masagolo.